women should have their children, love their children, not take them to a place to have them killed and then spend the rest of their life regretting that decision. We as pro-lifers are the ones who stand between the woman and her decision to have a dead baby on her conscience for the rest of her life. We know too many. Too many have decided on abortion in a panic, and then for the rest of their life they grieve, they're depressed, their suicide rate is 8 times that of a woman who has the baby. And we try to stand between the woman going in to kill her child and bring her around to doing what is right, as Sis Daly says, to have the baby on your lap instead of your conscience. One of those babies on her lap was our Princess Mary. And so I have a statement here that I want my wife, Ann, who does much sidewalk counseling and who gives courses in methods of sidewalk counseling, tell you what we think of this bill and what we plan to do about it. I present Ann Scheidler.
At some point today, and when it gets published, no one can figure out what it really means. Those that will affect. And even though this ordinance refers to medical facilities, everyone knows that it's aimed at pro-lifers to keep us away from abortion clinics, which this place is. Let me tell you one thing is certain. Pro-life sidewalk counselors will not be deterred from reaching out to pregnant women to offer them alternatives to killing their unborn babies. Planned Parenthood and other abortion clinics in Chicago offer only one choice: abortion. We offer true choice, a way to choose life for both mother and baby. We have researched the records of the Circuit Court of Cook County, and we know there are lawsuits against every one of these abortion clinics. At this particular one, there are 8 lawsuits against this clinic. See them displayed on the round bubble signs that tell you perforated. And tell them what has happened to other women at these clinics, that it's not necessarily the same as you think that they're being told it is. Last week I visited every abortion clinic in the city of Chicago and marked out the 50 feet marked here on the sidewalk with chalk down the street. We go across the street to the other side of the street. Within that bubble zone, we're not supposed to be able to approach someone within 8 feet, which is an awkward distance for a conversation. It's possible to figure out exactly where the 8 feet is unless you're carrying a long 8-foot stick with you at all times. And nobody knows what it means to approach. Nobody knows what the woman's consent actually means. So for that reason and the fact that we believe it is patently unconstitutional, our attorneys will be going into court tomorrow morning to ask for a temporary restraining order and to ultimately get this law and the other bubble zone laws around the country thrown out as a violation of our with us on this. They are also opposed to this bubble zone ordinance. One of the sidewalk counselors who has saved babies right here on this sidewalk is Julie Grizzolato, and I'm going to ask her to say a few words about her experience talking with the pregnant women who come here.
Hi, my name is Julie Grizzolato, and a few of my friends are out here. We're part of the Culture of Life board from their side in Chicago. We've been coming out here for 9 months. And I think what gets lost in this debate about the bubble zone is that there are many minority women, African American women from the community, Hispanic women, who drive down to this facility to have an abortion because they're afraid and they're scared. They have no other option. They think that abortion is the only option that they have. And my friends and I who are here, you can see some of the young adults, have counseled and spoken to many women. And one woman in name, for sake of anonymity, is Isabel, and she was pregnant with twins. And the whole way down here, she said all she could think about was the fact that she can have children, and some women in this culture can't. And how many women are yearning to adopt. November is National Adoption Month, for those of you who don't know. And all the way down here while she was driving down with her boyfriend, she's 30 years old, has 2 children already, she kept thinking that there were women who couldn't have children, and what a great blessing that she could. But still she was afraid, so she walked in. And by the grace of God, her boyfriend walked out to get coffee and to get more money for the abortion because it was so expensive. She was having twins. He spoke with us. We told them all the different options for her and her twins. She came out crying, saying, I didn't want to go through this, but in that moment of panic, in that moment of fear, when you don't know what else to do, you think this is the solution, and she had no idea put together for her and her twins, or even all the financial resources that were available if she chooses to keep the twins and raise them herself. That's why we're out here every day. Women thank us because they really come down here in a state of fear and panic with nothing else as a solution. At least that's what they think. And seeing us, even if we're praying and just handing out literature, knowing that they can actually, in peace and not in fear, make a decision, I think is why this bubble zone is a horrible tragedy. Not only is it against our free speech, it's really against humanity. Because women need to hear this. They don't have to come here in fear and in anger or wondering if there's anything else they can do with their life. They need to be coming knowing that there will be people out here talking to them, and that's why we're here. And so the fact that Mayor Daley, of all people, knowing he comes from a big claim that they really care about women. If you cared about women, then you would let them hear both sides of the story. You wouldn't just force them to have abortion. You would let them hear all the adoption plans that are available. So this is a great travesty, not just for the city of Chicago, but for all women, especially minority women, African-American women, who are the majority of women who come to this clinic. And that's the horrible tragedy. 37% of abortions are performed by African-American women. African-Americans are 13% of the population. This is placed here, this abortion facility, near Cabrini Green, because people who claim that they're pro-woman really don't want African-American women to survive and have babies. So, this is horrible, and I'm going to allow Kathy, who's another sidewalk counselor, I don't know where she's at, Kathy Midling, to also talk. But I just ask you, in this whole abortion debate, to think about all the women who are no longer here because they were aborted. So if we say we're pro-women, we really can't be pro-abortion. Thank you.